Hey there, it's Bobi aka Paginator, and I have a Fairyloot to unbox. Holy cow! The Fairyloot must be like catching up with some of the shipping delays or something, because I have a box. I also have the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets Mina Lima Special Edition. Which shall we look at first? I think we'll do the Fairyloot first and then look at the Harry Potter book. Okay, let's see. I've cut the tape and we're ready to open. Oh, what's that? What is that? Oh, it says Kingdom of the Wicked. Oh, you guys read Kingdom of the Wicked. It is so good. Oh my goodness. It's a blanket designed by At Forensics and Flowers. Let's get it out of the plastic and take a look. Okay, so plastic is now gone, and we're going to take off this label as well, or maybe try to like scoot it out of the label, maybe? There we go. All right. It might take me a moment to get it held up right for you. Do I have it right side up? It's just white on the back side, so I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Okay, that looks like the hilt of a sword, perhaps, there. Coming through some, like, is that smoke or a snake? It's a snake. Okay, let's turn you this way. There is the snake. So the snake is wrapped around the sword. Alright, so there is the top portion. And then we have the snake body kind of scrolling down around the sword. And then we have a moon at the bottom. Oh, that's really, really soft. My middle schoolers are going to try to steal this, I feel like. Maybe I shall not take this one to school. Alright, I'm going to reach around and see if I can find the spoiler card so I can tell you what the theme of this box is. Da-da-da-da, I found it. It is Broken Hearts. Who do we think this is? Are these characters for the official book in the box? Alright, so this is the October 2021 box, and we're just barely into November. So really they are starting to catch up because they have been like a full month behind on some of the other boxes recently. Totally not their fault. You know that the world shipping situation is a mess, but it's kind of excited that things are starting to roll a little bit more for them. Outcrate did the same thing this month too, which is really fun. Okay, where are we going to go next? I think we'll pull the monthly character cards. We have the 5 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. And here is the beautiful artwork. And featured Tarisai and Deo from Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. I haven't read Raybearer, but I mean, these characters look gorgeous. I always say this, I don't believe in tarot, but I like the art on the cards. So for that purpose, I do collect these. I keep them in a little tin, all the character cards. So that's really fun. Alright, up next we've got an envelope. It says Lore Keychain, designed by Iron and Ink Designs. Oh, okay, so you can see the backer card's got like a Greek design on it, which you would expect for something themed to lore by Alexandra Bracken. This is like a gold, I don't know if it's a laurel leaf or something. On the back it says bind your fate to mine in teeny tiny letters. So I won't be able to show those to you, but that is pretty. We have an art print here. It looks like we've got a quote in it. It's a viper's nest. See that you have the strongest venom. We set the dark on fire by Taylor K. Mejia. That's pretty. I like the style of that. Alright, we have an Addie trinket tray. I'm guessing that's Addie LaRue, designed by ARZ28. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is really pretty, you guys. Look at that. So we have Addie there, and we have constellations and stars around the circle. I think this one is gonna go, it's gonna stay here in the office, And I'm going to keep the memory cards for my camera in this little dish. I do change out memory cards fairly frequently, especially for my big still camera. So it'll be good to just have like a dish so I always know where they are. All right, I think we're ready for the book pouch. So because we have a keychain, there will not be an enamel pin, but that's okay. My enamel pin collection that's pins that are inspired by books is enormous already. I don't need another one. Let's see what extras we've got. I'm gonna feel around in here before I look at anything inside. All right, I'm gonna set those extra papers to the side, and then I'm gonna hold, ooh, pink sprayed edges. That's quite a lovely like bubblegum pink right there. What do I think it is? Okay. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Oh my goodness. I like this cover. Okay, so I have been seeing this on other booktube videos and in different things around online, and it does have a very different original cover, which we'll look at here in a second, but I've been really, really intrigued by this book. So we'll find out more about it as we read the information. All right, we've got a print. We've got this guy with the cape and the apple. So I'm guessing that this guy with the cape and the apple is the same dude from our spoiler card. All right, let's see what we can learn. Dear Fairyloot readers, welcome to the Magnificent Worth. Some of you might not believe that you actually entered a fantasy world as soon as you opened this box, but I can prove that you did. I believe you. You think that you've received a copy of Once Upon a Broken Heart, but it might turn into a completely different book when you take off the dust jacket. What? Stories in the Magnificent... No, oh, Magnificent North. Sorry, the N looks like a W. Anyway, Magnificent North have a way of coming to life, so be careful as you read. The story is very much alive, and it will try to trick you. That's scary. I don't know how I feel about that. Now, do I actually think that they've wrapped a different book in a cover for Once Upon a Broken Heart? No, I get what she's trying to say. But also, the idea of like a book trying to trick you makes me a little bit intimidated. Okay, let's investigate. So, we have this gorgeous, oh my gosh. Look at those end pages. Character art on the end papers. Are you kidding me? No, that is so beautiful. End papers is by @AllieCats. And I saw, as I was reading the description, I saw some other information that I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for. Oh my gosh. The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox. Oh my gosh, that's what it says on the end too. What in words? What's going on? Oh, wow. We have a stenciled pattern on the edges here with what looks like a fox or a wolf, some arrows, a broken heart. What in the world? Girl, you almost have a master's in writing. Get it together here. Find some words. We have art on the reverse of the dust jacket. This is by Rosie Thorns 88. She also did the foil embossing on the hardback of the book. What in the world is going on? Alright, so this book is absolutely stunning, and I wish you could see my further reactions to the next item in the box as well as the newsletter, but stupid camera didn't load the file correctly, so I'm still having issues with this. I have reformatted my memory card in hopes that as I'm refilming, I can have no further issues with the rest of this video, and I don't know what else to do. Well, I'll tell you guys one thing. If this computer issue doesn't become resolved soon, I'm not going to continue making videos because I don't have time. I barely have time to film what I do, and I don't have time to refilm. So keep your fingers crossed for me, because I enjoy making these and I want to continue, but I'm not going to if I'm going to have to refilm every single time that I make a video. So back to this box. Yeah, so as I was putting the dust jacket back on to this book, when I looked the first time, I noticed that there's different character art in the back on the end papers. So these are different characters than the ones we saw at the front of the book, and for reference I will show those to you again. In the newsletter, Fairyloot did not include a picture of the original cover, so I will see if I can find one online and insert it for you here so that you can do some comparison. And now I'm going to read the inside of the dust jacket for you. It says, "Never make a deal with fate. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in happily ever after, until she learns that the love of her life is about to marry another and her dreams are shattered." Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. I've heard about this Prince of Hearts character when I've read synopsis of this book and thinks he sounds fantastic. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. So there we go, Once Upon a Broken Heart, or The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox, whichever you fancy. I love that 2 titles thing, that's so much fun. Alright, there is another item here that was underneath the book. Once Upon a Broken Heart character cards. The designer is Morgana O'Morgana, and there are quite a few cards here. I believe we have all the characters that are inside the end papers. I don't know who they are yet, but I will show each one to you. The art is really, really beautiful. I think this is going to be the Prince of Hearts character because he's been on like the theme card and so on. This is the back of what all the cards look like in this set. We have this beautiful lady, this beautiful man, another beautiful lady. We just have lots of beautiful people. And this guy in a mask that's kind of intense. So lots of character cards, and I look forward to reading this book and finding out who these people are. Like, the art in this box has been next level, I'll tell you what. We did get a bookmark that matches the theme card, and we have the Fairy Scoop newsletter. As I said, it doesn't have a copy or a picture of the original book cover, but it does have the other usual like Fairy Scoop information, author information, and so on. And our clue for next month, the theme will be Vengeance is Yours. In this box, you can expect items inspired by Vicious, From Blood and Ash, The Poppy War. I've never read that one. Have you guys read that one? I've heard it's like really intense. Rage of Dragons, and our featured book of the month. And we are thrilled to reveal that this box will include a travel mug. Alrighty, so that was the October 2021 box. As you could see, I was completely losing my mind over the book. And there we go. In the latter part of this video, originally I showed you my Harry Potter Mina Lima special edition for book number 2. I suppose I ought to go get it out of the other room and show you again. Hold on for a minute, please. And we're back. Here it is. It is quite a chunker. It is illustrated and it has pop-ups and interactive elements in it. This is, as I said, the second book. This is where we get the Chamber of Secrets and we learn that Harry Potter can speak to snakes. Snakes play a big role in this book. I am not going to show you all of the illustrations. I will randomly flop open to a couple of them just to show you the illustration style. So here we have one that shows the burrow, and it looks like the boys are out in the garden flinging the gnomes across the stone wall. Here's one of the interactive pop-up pages. This is the Whomping Willow, and when we open it, there is the car getting stuck in the tree. And here's one more interactive element. This is the entrance to where the basilisk is hiding, and you open the mouth, and out comes the basilisk. Close your eyes so he doesn't petrify you, please. Alright, if you can't tell, I'm exhausted. I'm really tired of filming and refilming, so we're going to wrap this sucker up and hope that it goes well this time. So I'm going to wish you all a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.